Yeah, hello, good morning. This is John Hind from Compass Resolution. Today I'm going to be talking to Mark Jones, independent financial planner and managing director of Assured Wealth and Estate Planning, for our Interviewing the Experts series on our website. Now, Mark's organisation offers a wide range of financial services to divorcing couples, including helping them with understanding and how to deal with pensions on divorce, which is the focus of today's interview, which we've divided into 5 videos, each addressing a different topic. Welcome, Mark. Hi there.
Hi, John. How are you?
I'm very well, thanks. And you? Yeah, how are you doing?
Yeah, good. Thank you.
Great. Can I launch into the very first question, Mark, which is this? What information will the pension expert require from my mediation clients in order to prepare a pension report they can use in mediation to explore their financial options?
I think what the couple need to look at first is evaluating their relationship from start to finish. So if you're thinking about when they first cohabitated to the period of marriage and then maybe separation, and then taking into account their assets and pensions is just a part of that. So a clear instruction to the actuary in terms of what timeline do we want to work on? Do we want to include cohabitation, the period of marriage, the period of separation, one or maybe more of those? So a clear instruction really.
Mm-hmm.
And then as part of the pension sharing order, we want to assess all your pension benefits. So hopefully people have been accruing state pension benefits as they've been working during their lifetime, and we need to understand that. So your clients can go onto Google or any other search engine and type in BR19 and BR20, fill those forms in, send them off, and within about 3 weeks, you'll get one of these, which is a state pension forecast, which looks a little bit like that.
Oh, that's helpful. Yeah, that's great. Thank you.
And that'll show people what potential income's coming down the future, what year it comes in, and how much it is. The other important part is part 2 of that document, which is the COPE statement, which hopefully you can see that.
Yep, very clearly. Yeah, I can see that.
And what the COPE statement is saying is that, yeah, you were awarded £165 a week, but you've also got a deduction of COPE. So one's taken away from the other, and that's actually what your weekly amount will be when your state pension starts. So it's clear that you need to get both parts of that and send that to your actuary or whoever's performing your pension sharing analysis. The other thing to ask for is when you're writing off or getting information from your pension providers, whether that's final salary or personal pensions, is get a fund value and also a transfer value for all pension benefits that you've got. The reason for that is that some contracts, especially old style ones, have a multitude of guarantees in them there, or they can actually have enhancements when you transfer them away, or they can have penalties for transferring away. So we want to look at what the actual fund value now and what the impacts of transferring that away maybe to a spouse on a pension sharing would have on that pot of money. So that's in terms of the instructions, John. I think that's what your clients need to do.
Yeah, that's really clear. And can you kind of shed some light on this one, really? I've had this a couple of times where I've had clients who have lived together for a certain amount of time before they married and so on. And their question is, well, does that period of cohabitation before marriage, for example, if I'm asking you to prepare a pension report, is that period taken into account in any way?
That's a deliberation between the couple and the court. But from my point of view, when you first meet, if you're living together, then you're paying bills together. Your income and expenditure is sometimes met together, and you're accruing assets. So it isn't really fair if one person isn't saving into pension during that period, maybe for childcare or time out of work. They shouldn't be penalised for that. But again, this is all about negotiation. But as a specialist producing the report, we will take the view of the couple, really.
Yeah, so as you going back to your point, we need to be clear in the instructions what we're asking you to do, and that includes that timeline or that timeline that you're being asked to look at. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, hopefully. I mean, if it does go to a court situation, the judge will be looking at fairness really and equalising it, and if you can deliberate with the judge and agree that pre-marriage was to be included, then that's what we need to do really.
That tends to be the approach I take in mediation as well. I think couples understand that where they're living together as a married couple, and that runs seamlessly into the marriage. That's often they often take the view, acknowledge that ought to be taken into account. So that's helpful as well. Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
Okay, great. Well, let's move on to the next video, I ask you a bit more about terminology, because pension's full of it, so full of specialist terminology. So we'll look at that if you're okay with that.
That's great, John. Yeah, no problem.
Great, brilliant. Thank you. See you soon.